On Look Today, well, Saratoga Springs City Council held its public hearing on the city center's parking structure lease last night. I've got details. Plus, tickets for the Saratoga racetrack will soon be on sale. More on that coming up. And Code Blue Shelter in Glens Falls will open its doors again this year. I've got those details. And it's all ahead on Look Today. Welcome everyone, I'm J. Hood Jackson and this is Look Today. Well, in tonight's program, I sit down with Executive Director David Smith and Board Member Daniel McDermott of the Live More Foundation. And I also sit down with Andrea Jacobs, and she's here to talk about Bands and Beans coming up this weekend. Plus, we have your weather for the Tri-North counties, but first, these headline stories. Well, in our lead story, last night, Saratoga Springs City Council held its public hearing on the city center's parking structure lease. Residents and business owners met Tuesday night to show their support for the city center parking project. The finance department has drawn up a lease and will allow 2 public hearings about the topic. The next meeting with an open public hearing is scheduled for April 5th. Now, most were in favor of the project.
I encourage you, the City Council, to unanimously support the City Center's project and the lease. I encourage you to work as a team and lead this city with realistic, achievable plans for development. I appreciate your time, your dedication, and your service to our city. You are a better citizen than I, and I wish you good luck.
Now, the meeting was 5 hours long. Finance Commissioner Michelle Madigan provided an overview of the lease agreement and urged the City Council to vote at the next meeting. Now, as always, you can watch the full City Council meeting on Look TV. Check your local listings, or you can see it on our website, which is looktvonline.com. Well, in other news, the Code Blue emergency shelter on Gurney Lane, Queensbury, will open for another week. From Thursday, March 17 through March 24th, forecasts of overnight lows will be below 32 degrees, the threshold. In Glens Falls, Code Blue provides emergency overnight shelter to homeless people in the greater Glens Falls area. Now, the shelter opens when temperatures drop below 32 degrees or when at least 12 inches of precipitation falls. Now, transportation, by the way, is available from the Glens Falls Transit Authority bus stop, which is located across from City Hall in Glens Falls. The times for the bus are 6:10 p.m. and 9:10 p.m. Well, switching from news to weather, with sunny skies this morning and some cold air in the forecast, let's see what's in store for the rest of the week. For a more detailed look at our weather, we're going to head to the Glens Falls Weather Center for a look at your first forecast. And back to the news. Well, tickets for the 2016 Saratoga racetrack season will soon be available. Full season ticket plans, season admission passes, dining reservations, and group sale packages for the 2016 Saratoga Racecourse season will go on sale beginning 10 a.m. Monday, March 28th. Now, tickets will be available for purchase online through NYRA's website, utilizing the all-new Saratoga Virtual Venue Seating Map. That will enable fans to digitally preview their seat location and sightlines before purchasing tickets. The 2016 Summer Meet at Saratoga Racecourse, which will feature 69 stakes worth a record $18.7 million, begins on Friday, July 22nd, and concludes on Labor Day, Monday, September 5th. Well, in other news, this past weekend, the Saratoga Springs ice hockey team season came to an end sooner than it hoped. It lost 5-1 to West Genesee Wildcats. Now, the West Genesee team showed why they ranked second in New York State with a dominant performance in Saturday's New York State Division I semifinal at Harbor Center in Buffalo. The West Genesee Wildcats put up 21 shots, which tripled Saratoga's total of 7 shots on goal. Now, until Saturday, the Blue Streaks had not allowed more than 17 shots in any of the previous 4 playoff contests. In other news, well, about 65 young dancers auditioned Sunday morning at the National Museum of Dance in Saratoga for a small number of coveted spots in the popular New York City Ballet's Midsummer Night's Dream. Now, this exciting opportunity has been offered locally by the ballet for the past 50 years. Now, that's since SPAC first opened. A Midsummer Night's Dream is a classic ballet that features several dozen roles for children. Now, a total of 25 kids were chosen. Up next, I sit down with Executive Director Dave Smith and Board Member Dan McDermott of the Live More Foundation. And I also sit down with Andrea Jacobs. She's here to discuss Bands and Beans, which is coming up this weekend. But first, if you see news happening, you want to share a story idea, how about join us for an interview? Give us a call on the hotline. The number is 798-8000.